Let's have a closer look at McLaren's update for the Austrian Grand Prix 2023. The update includes a new floor and new bodywork, and the Woking-based team worked hard to get at least one kit done for this weekend's Grand Prix. The second one and other bits will follow in Silverstone. We cannot see much of the floor yet, but we do see significant changes of their bodywork. And here we can see that their new bodywork looks very similar to the Aston Martin. We already discussed the idea of this bodywork concept at the beginning of the 2022 season when we saw this generation of cars for the first time. The teams try to push the front-rear wake outside as much as possible because there is no bargeboard area anymore, and want to keep it outside. For this you need a wide sidepod with a large side wall. At the same time, teams try to pull as much clean air down to the center to produce more downforce. And this creates these water slides. Another advantage of them is that they can channel air to the crucial area at the back even under high yaw angles. Additionally, teams try to guide even more clean air to the back with an undercut area, which in return pushes the dirty front rear wake outside even more. That is the general trend now. Every team, more or less, moves in that direction, and McLaren is another one now. McLaren's water slides are wider and more gentle than Aston Martin's, and one thing McLaren did better here are their split line positions. The first version of the Aston Martin had a transversal split line directly at the beginning of the slide, where the highest flow velocities occur. If the sensitive area here gets disturbed by a not perfectly matched split line, the whole water slide can suffer. Aston Martin corrected that with their latest update. McLaren, on the other hand, has their split line much further forward, so it doesn't disturb. But McLaren has a longitudinal split line running right across this slide, which is less of a problem because it's in flow direction, but still not ideal. Here, Aston Martin positioned their line a bit better, but this results in a huge single-piece sidepod. Also, McLaren has an extended lower lip at the intake to push more clean air to the undercut, and they gently guide the flow around the sidepod without any kicks. Their new louvres sit on top of the cooling path to guide losses between beam and rear wing. The hope would be here that they don't spill down into the important area. And McLaren also uses Red Bull-style suspension openings, which are larger than needed and point directly at the beam wing. And one interesting detail is that their support cable runs through their outer bodywork. This solution is not very elegant, but might have been lighter and better than a large bracket underneath, because there is not much space for a decent floor bracket because of these deep water slides. So all in all, after the roller coaster of different development directions since the introduction of the new 2022 regulations, which started with a very undefined concept, McLaren now adapted to a much better platform for future developments. And the qualifying results prove that already. How do you like the new McLaren update? Let me know in the comments below and see you at the next video.